Another week of Syracuse lacrosse. Pretty excited to get on the road and go down to Hofstra to compete in the quarterfinals against North Carolina. Should be an exciting game. Third time in about a month, so should be fun.
Questions?
Gary, is there something you pinpointed from those first two games that you have to improve on this time around?
Well, I think we made some good improvements from game one to game two, and then we kind of just shot ourselves in the foot a little bit. A couple penalties, a couple mistakes right at the end of the half. So just continue to clean up the errors and execute at a high level, and hopefully we'll have success this time.
Speaking of improvement, what improvement has John Mullen made here, especially good timing with another matchup with Brady Wambach coming up here?
Yeah, he went 50% the last time we played him, and I think he's playing pretty well right now, and we're excited to see what he can do.
Obviously, Owen Duffy kind of was out for the first round game against UNC or against Albany. When you have a guy that's kind of like up in the air, like what goes into preparing, like if you don't know if he's going to play or not? How does that work for you guys?
It's pretty straightforward. You prepare for him, and we've been lucky enough to at least see one game without him. So you do a little prep for that as well, and try and get ready to play. And could be with him or without him, but you don't know till we get down there.
When it is playoff time, how important would you say that goalie play and face-off play is?
Those are important all the time, but in the playoffs, you got to have really good goalie and really good face-off play if you wanna win. And right now, both are those positions are playing pretty well. So we feel that we got a shot. We just have to take care of all the other areas of the field and execute and go out and have some fun and hopefully end with a smile on our face.
That is a difference from the other two games, Gary. They've got a new goaltender in there. What have you seen from the change?
Well, obviously in the one game we did see, he had a great game. But we're going to try and bring some better quality shots and make it difficult for him. So again, you make adjustments, but our goal is always to get high quality shots where we can score on any goalie, and we've done a pretty good job this year on shooting, and pretty happy with it.
I know that it's not a home game, but I feel like with it being on Long Island, that's as close to a home game as it gets for some of these players, including Joey Spallina. Do you feel like that's helpful at all to have the support of, in essence, a fake home crowd?
Well, our opponent has about just as many Long Island players, so I think we're both in the same situation there. We got lots of players from the island, so hopefully we have a great turnout. It'll be an exciting crowd.
Coach, speaking of Spallina, how have you seen his mindset kind of switch in this playoffs compared to years past?
He's pretty businesslike, so it's pretty similar to the years past. He just he's focused on what he can do to help the team, and he's just riding with that. And I think he's excited to get back on the island and have an opportunity to play in front of some of his family and friends, and it should be great.
With UNC having so many, guys they can throw on the midfield line, especially with that freshman group, how do you try and keep your short stick defensive midfielders fresh and make sure their attention to detail is good?
Well, it's something we've been working on all year, so we just can continue that. Trying to keep them consistent, trying to utilize, the four guys that we've been using, try and keep them going, and try and hopefully have success, defending them. They're a really good offensive team, and we got to work it out for us.
Go ahead.
Thanks. With a guy like Petramala, how do you game plan for him? Obviously, everyone knows at this point he's a goal scorer, but what do you say at this point to try and contain him?
Well, we've played him two different ways this year already, and we like the way the second game went with him. So we'll probably focus on that effort, and if we have to make adjustments, we will. But otherwise, I think we had a pretty good game plan the last time, and that could continue.
What's the most difficult thing about playing team a third time, especially since such a short span for you?
Yeah, I don't know if it's probably less work for sure, but you gotta try and make the right adjustments. That's the kind of guesswork in it is, will this adjustment work? Will that adjustment work? And you kind of gotta go with your gut and go with how you feel, and hopefully you make the right adjustments that get a different result this time. So, third time, it doesn't happen that often, but when it does, you just got to be ready, step in and play.
Before the semifinal, you felt like you guys had the advantage because you guys lost and had the chance to make the adjustments. Do you still feel that way?
And I thought we did a great job of making them adjustments. It was a much better game, and we kind of gave it away at the end, but I thought our adjustments worked pretty well, and again, we'll tweak and make some more adjustments and hope that we can get a different result this time.
Gary, have you seen Peyton Anderson's kind of comfort level as the season's gone along, and especially as he's taken on a bigger role going into the postseason here?
Peyton's been great. He's been very fortunate that he's, building confidence throughout the year. He feels really confident right now, and he believes that, he can make a difference and make an impact. So, he'll be out there trying to do that and get some goals for us, make some plays for us, and help this team win.
Of course, there are going to be, X's and O's in strategy that you talk about when you're playing a team for the third time. But off the field, are you talking about any of those kinds of things like heart or mental toughness? What goes into off the field facing the team third time?
Well, if you guys have been here all year, I've been talking about it all year, and we're steady as it goes. We still continue to work on the mental side of the game. We talk about it, we visualize, we do lots of different things to try and be prepared to play our best lacrosse.
How do you feel that the visualization is helpful?
It just reps. It's just like practicing, so you get to see all the different situations, so it's just additional practice time.
For you, obviously, you guys had a much tighter first-round game than UNC did. Obviously, you don't want a tight game maybe necessarily the first round, but do you think you guys benefited at all from being in that, high leverage situations in the fourth quarter and the second half last week?
I'm kind of hoping, our entire body of work and experience helps us for this game. Being on the road for 8 games and having that experience and trying to prepare in different ways, tweak different things to try and set ourselves up for success. And I'm hoping we get the mix right and everything comes together.
Do they run the kind of offense, Gary, where you kind of have to pick your poison? Like, they're very good at getting a lot of open shots, but would you prefer to push them out and make them score from 14, 15 yards when Jimmy makes those saves?
It depends, it really does. Sometimes you get a guy like Petramala, you could let him sit on the outside, but he's scoring from 18, 20 yards out at times. He's a very confident shooter. So I think it depends on the group that's out there. And, we're just trying to put pressure on the shots so that Jimmy has a chance to see them, and hopefully it gives him time to react and make some extra saves.